Hey guys, it's Maddie here from DCLblogger.com, and we are on day number 11, I believe. Um, no, yeah, day number 11. Ignore the highlight. So we started at 16,000 mana today, and I think currently we're sitting at about 15,000 mana, and we'll end at 13,000 mana by the end of today, by the end of Friday. So we're at this final stretch, guys, and we have seen a ton of activity in the last 24 hours specifically. Like we have seen 1700 parcels sold, 29 million mana burnt. I think we averaged, when we were kind of estimating to see how much parcels would sell for, I think a lot of us guys were thinking, all right, these 9,000 parcels might sell for about 5,000 mana each on average, at about 45 million mana total burnt. But obviously we completely underestimated the amount of whales in this arena waiting to hunt down some land, devour some krill as whales do. But guys, I've been checking out like the top wallets of Decentraland, like the top token holders of Decentraland. We kind of I've lost it. Let me try to find it again. But what you can do is list the top holders, and although a bunch of these are exchanges, so like the top 10 are pretty much exchanges. Wait, where am I? Token. No, not land. Decentraland mana. Alright, the top 10 holders of mana. Most of these are exchanges. There's a couple that aren't exchanges. So I'm like, wait a second, do you guys own 100 million plus tokens? Like, I think this one over here. And if someone knows more about this stuff, like, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But this doesn't seem to be owned by a wallet. So is this a? And it can't be, because 49 days ago it was transferred here. 79 million mana. And this is okay. So there's some activity going on here. I don't know. I don't have to read these contracts properly, but what I wanted to get at is there's a bunch of wallets still that have double figures in the tens of millions of mana left to play with. So you have so much like millionaire, 10, 20, like this range over here, like this is the range that will probably gobble up some land if land gets too cheap. So there's a bunch of people that still have a lot of mana left to play with, is what I'm trying to get at. In other news, if you look at the actual parcels sold, so I've got this map that I'm kind of highlighting in green as we go, like every day, when a new set of parcels gets sold. But basically, if we kind of unhighlight these days, so day 8 is when I started tracking, because that was when I think day 7 and 8 is I think when the first sales came through, and you can see that this person bought these kind of random plots, random lands, and like our theories were that he was expanding his current estates, or at least that was my theory. Day 10, someone came in and bought a big chunk of under Dragon City. Then day 11, which is today, like all of this land, check this out. So someone bought in all of this, someone bought all of this, some random plots connected to Dragon City, so they've all been taken up. There's some plots that are connected to the single road at the edge of the east side of the map that are slowly being taken. Yeah, so all of these. And this is our friendly whale Nessie. He's expanding his estate, and he's purchased all of these land. So he's kind of made a pretty big, I don't know what that is, like what is that? Well, what's the size of that estate? 10 by say 15, 5, 10, 50, 10 by 15. So that's like a good 150 parcel piece of land. Pretty cool. He could be Chinese, guys, because this double road, on the other side of this double road is Dragon Kingdom, and he's spent a lot of money acquiring this estate. So maybe he specifically wants an area connected to Dragon Kingdom. Okay. Anyway, there's some spots going for, like, someone started to eat into the Vegas City land that's available. You can see this shape here. So maybe the guy that owns these, or maybe someone that owns some other parcels. Some of this land. So the guy that owns this estate, which is pretty cool. It used to be my estate. I sold it for 485,000 mana. He's bought 3 connecting ones to it to make it a bigger estate. So now it's a 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Now it's like a 14-piece estate. Pretty cool. I like it. That was one of my best estates. You got these are close to Etheria. These are slowly being bought out. So the ones that are close to this might be the next place that they'll start to go. This area is pretty good because again, it's in between a bunch of districts, and they're bigger districts. And yes, they are at the edge of the map, but they're a pretty good place. What else do we have? This is my estate. So I'm hoping someone picks up this estate of mine and then picks up the land around it, or if they don't, maybe I'll pick up this land around it if it gets decent priced. Anyway, so you can see, although there is a lot of land that has been purchased, there is still a ton of land that still can be purchased. Check this out, like all of this land, you've got still the whole right side chunk of Dragon City. You know, we thought we were going crazy when this was bought up, but look at all this that's still left. Believe it or not, like this is about 10, 20, 30, 40 times, say, 8. Guys, this is about 300 parcels. It doesn't look like that, I know, but it's 300 parcels, you know, give or take like 50. So you can imagine there's like another 200 there. There's like another probably 500 here. So there's probably like 1,000, rough estimate just here alone. Then there's another like 2,000 here, another 1,000 here, another 3,000 in this space. So there's still about 8,000 land still left to sell. These are a lot. These are kind of spread out everywhere. They're not, you know, the ideal estates. They're kind of not close to anything as well. And if there are ever any cheap land, I can imagine these ones being the ones that will probably go for the cheapest. Hey, look, this area looks pretty good actually, because this is close to Fashion Street. So I can probably expect some of these to get bought up quite soon. All right, so that's it, guys. That is the auction so far. Another thing I wanted to cover really quickly is, first of all, how much are auction prices right now? Never mind, I don't want to get sidetracked, but yeah, what I wanted to really quickly look at is, and make a note of and tell you guys is, so we always want to be watching the marketplace to see how much the cheapest parcels are going for at any given time, because it gives you an idea of the bottom. Okay, now literally this morning I woke up and I'm pretty sure there was a few 9,500 mana lands. Today, like, there's the cheapest land you can get is 11,500 mana, and of course someone can come onto the marketplace and list anything for 9,500 and we'd be back there again. But the bottom line is that this first page used to be filled with, you know, 9,000 to 10,500 mana lands, but now look at it. Not only have they gone, but people have been eating into the more expensive lands. And I remember going to 5, 6 pages before I started to see 15,000. Now, in the second page, you'll start to see 15,000. So a 15,000 bottom is literally about 12 parcels away, which could change within a day. So we are experiencing a lot of activity on both the marketplace and of course the auction. And if you look at the marketplace activity in the last 24 hours, we've had 500,000 mana spent on single parcel lands, and I think a couple of buyers have come in and bought a bunch of the lower priced parcels, so the 10,500, 10,500, 10,500 there as well. So these are where they've all gone. So 9,500 there, another 9,500 there. So today there's been a large chunk of under 15,000 mana parcels gone, and I like that. For me personally, as someone that has like way too much land, the higher the bottom is, the more my land becomes valuable. Then we have Decentraland estates. So there's been another 575,000 mana spent in Decentraland estates. So collectively, there's been over 1 million mana spent in the last 24 hours, which is about 50 to 60,000 US. Because mana's sitting at about 5 cents at the moment. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of activity, no doubt, but I'm very curious how the marketplace is going to react to once the auction finishes. Because once the auction finishes, there is no way you can get land in all of Decentraland. So all the people that have been waiting on the sidelines to pick up cheap land, are they going to jump into Decentraland and have to buy off the marketplace? Because and how high are the marketplace prices going to go? And now is probably the best time for marketplace prices to rise because mana is so cheap. 10 to 15,000 mana isn't as much as it was when, mana was 10, 15 cents. That would have been like, 1,500 to 2,000 US dollars. But now 10,000 mana land is like 600 US dollars, right? It's not 1,000 US dollars yet. So I don't know, there's a lot of people coming in being like, what, land is 1,000 US dollars? What the hell? And being thrown off by that price. And it's not the case at the moment, but I think land values in mana will go up to kind of go over 1,000 US dollars. And that's the benefit in investing in land, because you're protected to a certain degree when mana goes down, because the land valuations go up. So it's a way that I have used to protect my crypto investments, to a certain degree, of course, and it's not always the case. But at least it protects me from, a very heavy Bitcoin downswing. Anyway, and also Bitcoin's on the rise a little bit. I think it's sitting at 4,100 US or 4,000 US, which is bringing up the price of mana. Just wondering how this whole thing is going to react, guys. So we have about 6 days left until the end of the week. The end of the auction. And our price is going to get under 10,000. I have no clue. I think like everyone's eating up this land. Once it's hitting 15,000 mana ranges. So I think, if you have another 2 to 3,000 manas, 2 to 3,000 parcels sold before it even hits to 10,000 mana, yes, I do think there's a lot of people waiting under here, but personally, I think people are going to run out of mana. I don't think the whales are going to be interested in land that are scattered everywhere. I don't see the point there. For them making like a couple of $1,000s here and there doesn't seem like an enticing thing to do when their portfolio is literally worth like $500,000 to $1 million worth of land and mana. But you never know like how the market is going to react. I wasn't part of the first auction, so I have no idea what to expect in this one. I'm literally just watching on the sidelines. I haven't purchased anything yet, even though a lot of people are kind of FOMOing in and buying lands that they probably wouldn't have, minus the FOMO. But anyway, we'll just see what happens. Good luck, guys. If I have a couple of people asking me whether they think land is going to reach 7,000, 5,000, go under 5,000. Honestly, guys, my guess is as good as yours. I have no clue. I have no idea how these whales will react. But as soon as it starts to hit these levels, like if it ever does go under 4,000, you better believe I'm going to buy a lot of land. Probably the rest of the land that's left. But anyway, good luck for everyone that's participating in the auction. I hope you get a good deal.